Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. We're back for part 99 of our Skylanders Giants Blind playthrough. We're going to enter Chapter 20, Dragon's Peak, for the first time. Just wrapped up part, 97 and 98, or Dark Light Crypt. Something I've wanted to do for a long time. Got to get Eyebrow versus Oculus. That was pretty sweet. Definitely something you don't want to blink and miss. But anyway, cheesy puns aside, at 3 a.m. we're going to back out of here. This is the first time I've had sunburn in this game. Really the only, castaways I've had. Ghost Roaster and I think Warnado. So before we do anything, I kind of like his voice. I don't know that it fits him, but I mean it's not like really bad. I want to see what his quest is, his primary one. Obviously he doesn't have any since I've never used him. Immolation Itinerant, 5,280, so that's feet. Travel 1 mile using the teleport, so that's kind of like we saw with Igniter, having to travel whatever distance in flame form or something. So this one I don't think will be quite as bad because you do tend to use it quite a bit. That said, it'll be weird to me having that tertiary attack. It's been so long since I've used it. Ghost Roaster had it. I never even thought to use it. Granted, I'm not a big fan of Ectoplasm mode, but I'll have to try and remember that. So I should probably reacclimate myself. We've got his primary, secondary. Okay, so anyway, we're going to go ahead and stick Dragon's Peak on. I fished it out.
Adventure items like these can take you to a new land, or they can be used for a potent magical attack.
I think I'm going to hit travel, and then I'm going to pull this freaking thing because we dropped so many frames in that first recording of Dark Light Crypt. I don't think that did it. I mean, it dropped all the little missiles and everything, but if we can avoid it, it would be nice too. I'm afraid it'll glitch the game, though. I guess I'll just leave it. But there we go, Chapter 20, Dragon's Peak, as you saw before it pulled away from the screen. I'd use Ninjini there at the end if we had her right now, but as you know, we don't. So
Phew, that's a long flight, but I'd fly across the universe to help my king. My name is Flavius, and I serve the great King Ramses, the greatest leader Dragon's Peak has ever known. He ruled these lands for centuries, and while he did, everything went peace, harmony, you name it, until one horrible day when I convinced King Ramses to go flying with me. All I wanted to do was take him out, let him stretch his wings. But when I did, that's when he came. King Ramses' horrible brother, Vathek. Oh, he is evil. A horrible dragon who always wanted to be king himself. And while Ramses was gone, Vathek sat on the dragon's throne. You see, that's where all the power is. He who sits on the dragon's throne becomes ruler of all Dragon's Peak. It's just the way things work. And with the power of the dragon's throne, Vathek is now our king, and has cursed poor Ramses. And it's all my fault. Oh, brave Skylander, won't you help us? Be careful over here, my friend. I'm sure that evil Vathek's got some sneaky tricks up his sleeve.
okay, so that seemed to drop some frames, but we've only lost 8, so it's nothing crazy like the first time. And there we go. Cube Dungeon Battle Arena discovered. Battle Power Up mode discovered. Find the Dragon's Throne. That oddly again didn't break anything, so this is just called Skylands, interestingly enough. been a long, long time, like I said, since I've even played as Sunbird, so there's probably going to be like a little window of time. Just kind of bear with me here. I remember there was like that one treasure chest that I missed somehow. There was like that kind of well-hidden bounce pad. But, I mean, past that, I mean, I remember this level. I remember flying with Flavius, or Flavius, I guess is how I pronounce it. It was kind of annoying. And then I just remember being really disappointed with the end. But I also remember Box Stock Double Trouble just totally dominated it. So, looks like we got the shoe now to continue.
Oh, goodness. You've awoken me from an evil spell, great Skylander. Thank you. Flavius brought you here, didn't he? I should have known. He may not be the brightest fire burning, but he's very loyal. My villainous brother Vathic has seized the Dragon Throne and all the power in Dragon's Peak. But perhaps you can stop him? I don't have much to give you in return, great Skylander, but I promise you would have my eternal gratitude. I'm afraid Vathic's curse has made me far too weak to fly. But Flavius can take you where you need to go. Use the dragon horn to call him.
Okay, so...
But beware. My brother Vathic will have his evil minions and treacherous traps waiting for you. Go forth, brave Skylander. I must rest for now.
Yes, I have to say, I know some people will agree, some won't, but there is a lot of potential here for storylines with Ramses and Vathic, and you know, just a lot of potential options, if you will. I guess before I forget, we should check the objectives. Find the Dragon's Throne, defeat Vathic's henchmen. Clear in under 1035, 79 enemies. That's pretty impressive. Again, most of them I think will be there at the end. Only 8 areas. As you might have expected, we've got 2 hats, 4 treasure chests. So, I mean, graphically, this is a pretty sweet level. I'm, like I said, not a huge fan of this flying part.
Alright, time for another flight.
But, you know, I do enjoy the end. It was just kind of disappointing that Vathic came to battle us, and then it just kind of like...
I sure never get sick
Done.
of
You
this.
know,
Whoa.
the controls are just as bad. They're like delayed. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
take that, you dumb.
I was sitting there, and I knew I had some major gripe. And at first, I was thinking, you know, well, it went down like I wanted it to. And then when we had that
Airline coming up.
mine coming, I kind of
Yeah,
realized that
take that.
that's what my complaint was. They were just not very responsive. Which I think they may have done that, like I think I said last time, to kind of give you the sense of speed or something, but just doesn't work.
Skylanders of the air element are stronger in this zone.
What do we want to use here? Don't really want Swarm to do it. I'd use Lightning Rod, but I mean, it is Dragon's Peak, so we'll bust out Whirlwind for the first time. Bear in mind, this is my Series 2, so I mean, she's got no upgrades at all. I mean, box stock. Oh, there's that guy. I kind of like Boom Fiends, I think. I kind of miss them, didn't see them too often. Oh, there's our little lore tablet / story scroll, so we'll go ahead and take care of it. And a story scroll, Dragon's Peak, A to continue. B to eject, C to launch missiles.
The
So we'll
Dragon
go ahead
King
and read it.
Ramses has his throne atop a giant rock spike known as Dragon's Peak. This place is special to dragons, because whichever one of them controls its very top becomes the new king. Some fear that Vathic, an undead dragon and the king's evil brother, may one day try to steal the throne.
Okay, so tell us something we don't know yet. Anyway, check out the Boom Fiend just sitting on the bomb. That's pretty cool. It's also neat to see the rainbows in the water. Guess he blew himself up. Another suicidal enemy. I don't guess there's anything here. You can't really backtrack in this level, so it does kind of become an issue.
Good job, Skylander! Now let's get to the next island.
But I mean, like I said, I know the next game's kind of looking Swap Force is what I'm referencing.
This never gets old.
Looks like it's going to be like set in a desert, you know, maybe like the dirt seas of Terra from this time or something.
We showed that mine a
Which, you know, I think that'll be pretty cool, but I hope that the entire game, you know, isn't structured that way. It'd kind of be cool if it was a little,
Look out for the rock!
you know, more diverse, all your typical Mario setup, a little bit of everything.
I know you don't need it. You are one tough Skylander.
But, I mean, there's just a lot of tons and tons and tons of potential for this series, in my opinion. I mean, each character, particularly like the first, you know, 32, each of them had a good backstory you could follow. Some of the new ones, like Chill, do as well. But go ahead and take out these dragons. It'd be really easy if she was upgraded. There we go. There's a bounce pad.
Skyward!
Okay, don't want to go there. Let's go ahead and explore this way before we kind of ramble off that direction.
Throw caution to the wind!
That voice fits her. I really hadn't used Whirlwind much at all, so obstacle course, I do remember this one now. So kind of go along down here. I think they'll spit fire. There you go. Let's see here. But I mean, like, you know, Igniter could chase down the witch. Chill could, you know, wind up saving the princess. Sonic Boom could get revenge. I mean, there's just a ton and ton of cool angles they could take things. You know, we've only seen, I think they said that was the first chapter. There was like the Marshal and Terrafin and everything. Or not Terrafin, but like the Marshal that's a shark. So it'd kind of be interesting to kind of see how everything pans out, in my opinion. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, yeah, okay.
Away we go!
Trying to think what we need to bomb, and I'm not quite sure.
Away we go!
Now, honestly, with the way the cameras are, and okay, so there's the wall we need. Let's see. Seems like we need to go that way for something too, though. I guess we'll do the wall first, or at least attempt to. May have to switch. Bear in mind, Whirlwind is not upgraded at all speed-wise. She's only done her own heroic challenge. Desperate, we'll just throw stealth over. If she even had just the tertiary move, you know, to fly, I think we would have no trouble with this. But I mean, as is, it's kind of okay. We got past the spikes that time, and she was nowhere close. So, We're gonna have to switch just because she's not quite quick enough. Let's just let Sunburn do it, I guess. It is his
Roast
level,
and
so.
toast.
Although he doesn't seem that quick. But I know I can teleport and everything. I guess we can. Then again, I don't know how that'll impact our landing. Alright. So that must be what it is, all that for a key or something. Okay. Just wanted to make sure you can like drop off. I mean, apparently they've added nothing to this game. But, you know. Oh, okay. So that's what that is. Kind of saves you the trouble type deal. Gotta admit, Sunburn, you know, it may just be I haven't played him in forever, but he looks pretty dadgum cool.
Blazing through.
Ah, I think that's the hat I wanted. It's like plus 20 speed. Well, plus 12 speed, so I think the future hat is plus 10 speed. This one's plus 12, so I think it may be top of the line as far as speed. Don't hold me to that, but I know it's definitely going to be one of the best for that, you know, particular option. And you know, I don't know that it'll look good on him, but
Let's go with that.
this is his level. It's a hat in his level, and we'll let him wear it. Do not drop off. That's... There we go. Now you can drop. Don't stuff like that. You just kind of have to wonder, but nonetheless, we got what we wanted here, and we're going to head back. Alright, so Crystal Falls. I'm trying to remember. I know it was some strange little situation. That'll take us up to where the dragon's call is at. Watermelon there.
Ah!
You know, I think that high bounce pad is the way we need to do it. I think it might take us off to like an earth elemental area maybe. And then this one will do, I think, proceed on. I'm not 100% sure that's correct though. And that's going to be the problem because one of these will take you on as you're supposed to go to complete the chapter. And then the other will take us to kind of like your bonus area, and I don't remember which is which, but I will assume since there was a monster gate there that this would be the one that, you know, you don't see. So let's take it and
Way
hope
to
that we're
go!
right.
You found the next dragon horn!
Does that mean this is the progressive way?
Flying the
Or
only
is
way
we'll have
to,
replay?
fly? Whoa!
I mean, this was definitely like the least obvious of the two. I think this may be the bonus one because when you don't have stuff you can hit,
Nice
I think
flying
that's when
with
I knew
Skylander, and I
it
hope
was
to
kind of
see
like
you
an
again soon.
extracurricular stuff. Okay, yeah, it looks like it will be. I think this had the story scroll last time because it's called the library. Seems like there was one there anyway.
Yeah.
There's those little platforms. Kind of funny we didn't see them at all this time around. I think this is the Earth elemental area, isn't it? Just make sure you can't like drop off the side just in case. Alright. That's kind of a strain. I mean, there's like, what, no reason to come here? That's strange. Like, I don't know of anywhere we can drop off. Nothing below us. So I guess this really was a story scroll like I'm thinking, and there's just nothing else to it, and yet they kept it for summer. I mean, there wasn't even like just a stash of cash like we saw behind that insanely hard lock puzzle. So I don't know, we'll call Flavius.
Here I come, Skylander!
I think there were two of these deals.
Oh,
I think there was one there towards the end up on like the upper,
I often do.
what, right hand side it seems like.
Yeah.
I didn't really play Dragon's Peak a whole lot past getting it. I think I did it a few more times there at the end for the magic element characters to kind of like level up. But, I don't know, I mean, it's been a while.
Be careful over here, my friend. I'm sure that evil Vathek's got some sneaky tricks up his sleeve.
Okay, so yeah, this is kind of that little hidden area. There's our big bounce pad, so I don't know what the point in that was, in all honesty. I guess we will just chalk that up that we'll wish they would have put like a stash of jewels or something kind of like behind that one lock puzzle. But nonetheless, we've already cleared out the enemies up here, so we'll just go ahead and make our merry way this direction.
On my way, buddy!
22 minutes in now, so that's kind of disappointing. There was absolutely nothing there. I mean, I guess there could have been and we missed it. Don't know where.
Whoa! Woohoo!
Some of those you'd like have to have this memorized, and I'm not quite sure you can get them without hitting anything. Nonetheless, it isn't too bad. I mean, it's just kind of. I'd prefer like we were surrounded by enemies right now, you know, having to deal with that as opposed to the flying parts. But you know, in its defense, it is like the only part like that in the first game. We did have obviously, you know, auto gyro adventure. So we're gonna pull that, and since this is Dragon's Peak and we have a new dragon, and it's
Blinded by the light.
we'll go flash. Trying to remember, I think it's this. I think it's this way that has. We'll go ahead and break the bases, and then we can just kind of like string through. Check out the pie there, though. So I guess that's our answer. At least we know it did it into this level. May have not in others. Oh, there's the base. I am really tired, but I mean, I don't think we're missing anything too crazy. Man, it looks like a doorway there. I don't remember.
Rising up.
Seems like this is the one I referenced. You can either go up or this way. But we want to go this way
On my way!
in hopes that they have something this time. So hopefully there will be a treasure chest or a hat, and we don't just like go to a vacant island with nothing.
This never gets old!
You know, happened once. I guess it could happen again. You can tell this is the bonus area again because there's like no rocks or anything for you to hit. It's just kind of like the rubies or jewels or whatever.
Woohoo! Here you go, friend.
Yeah, I wonder what
Meet
those
you
are
at the next
worth.
dragon horn.
Sometime, maybe in the hard form, I'll kind of like try and talk to them or something. Okay, so there's at least a treasure chest here. I know it's fire element. Switch. Yeah, so our secondary attack works really well against those guys. We'll let her get the money.
Mesmerizing, like me.
I say if I have any left over from the other raids, we'll do
Power
hats or
supreme.
sky stones or something like that. So.
All right, time for another flight.
We may fly back and then end it. We'll just kind of see what the time is like.
Isn't flying the only way to, fly? Yeah!
I do remember that line. I kind of thought it was funny the first time.
Woohoo! I'd wish you good luck, but I know you don't need it. You are one tough Skylander.
Okay. Thinking this will transition back to Earth. Oops. Okay, well that was a wasted opportunity.
Whoa!
Trying to remember if you can go straight across. Yeah, you can. I wasn't sure if we had like really Alright, so before we do that, I think this will probably stop once we get that. Oh, those are boom fiends. I thought those were bases. Anyway, we'll let Flash and do this, and then I think we can continue.
Precious.
Yeah, that's sunburn territory over there. So, okay, so she got the cash here. This will be my stopping point, just because we don't have a lot farther to go, but I don't want to like risk losing the commentary, right when we get to like Vathic's henchman or something crazy like that. So we'll end this one here, come back in, I'll switch back to Sunburn, check our objectives, and then we'll try to wrap up the level. So again, part 1 of chapter 20, here, Dragon's Peak. Again, thanks for watching. You can follow along on the blog, oneofwisdom.blogspot.com. Got links down the right hand side relating to Skylanders, and includes, of course, the playlist with this blind playthrough, and then we'll eventually have our nightmare mode once we get started. But you can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. As always, thanks for watching, and we will catch you back for part 100, when we will hopefully be wrapping up Dragon's Peak here. So again, we'll catch you here shortly.